Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself.
I have only seen the original Matrix. I've never seen 2 or 3, and my partner Matt here is a Matrix aficionado.
I'm not.
What are you trying to tell me?
I've seen the very first one also thousands of times, love every second of it. And I did see the second one in the theater, did not really care for it that much. I was kind of disappointed. And then I ended up not even seeing the third one at all. I actually just had to read about what happened. From what I know, and I hope this isn't a spoiler for people that are excited about this coming up, is that Neo dies at the end of the last one. He kind of like sacrifices himself, but here he is back in this movie again. And the movie is titled Resurrections. People are kind of like, why is he back? There's obviously thousands of theories as to what this even is. What is this new movie about? Why is he back? Because there's no plot or anything yet. It's just this trailer.
Well, you certainly spoiled it for me.
Yeah.
Well, maybe when this movie comes out, Russ, before it comes out, you should go back and at least watch the first one. I mean,
I should. Let me know in the comments. Is it worthy? Would you guys be interested in a video of my thoughts going into the Matrix trilogy on a first-time viewing?
No.
But as for now, let's dig into this miraculous Matrix Resurrections trailer brought to us by Lana Wachowski.
slow week. The slow week, sorry.
All right, now right off the bat, I'm upset that they replaced Lawrence Fishburne with Doogie Howser.
And it's kind of like a John Wick look to this movie already. Like even some of those shots of some guns going off, and obviously Keanu looks like John Wick now. He doesn't look like Neo at all.
No. Typically, I despise when they take some classic song and do this modern, make it all crazy, synthed out orchestral. But I think this fits what the Matrix is.
Yeah. I think they also put this on here so that people would get claimed for doing trailer reviews. So you couldn't do it.
This shot alone makes me want to watch it. I love that cell phone shot. Subtle jab at, hey, we're all already here. Whoa. Are any of these characters in the... These are all new characters.
I don't recognize a single person other than Neo.
I love how this is debuting on HBO Max as well.
I mean, I want to get excited about this, but you can make anything look good right here. Like all this stuff you can make into an action-packed trailer.
True.
They made the third movie and the second movie look good. I mean, this could be...
I like the colors of this thing. I think it looks different enough from what
fresh.
I know of the first three, but like still in the same vein.
The first one wasn't this polished, and I like that about the first one. It's like raw.
It's also like, what, 99?
Yeah, but it's raw. With still having cutting edge things in it. It still looked raw.
So what you're telling me is this is the Terminator 2 of the Matrix franchise.
I mean, it might be. I don't know, man.
You don't know?
I mean, they're giving you everything that you want and need to see. Like, they're not showing you anything that's making you feel like, okay, this is going to be awful. They're at least giving you hope that it could be good. I just don't have faith that it will be good, I guess.
Fine.
It looks like an updated take on the Matrix for sure. Like all the imagery and the colors, like you mentioned, and the effects that they're using. And
I've seen the original Matrix once. My memory of it over the years is basically through pop culture references, which the Matrix is referenced to death.
Whoa.
It's one of those movies I feel like I've seen it more, even though I've only seen it once. Never seen the other two. I will say, just going on the trailer, that trailer looks better than any trailer I remember seeing for 2 and 3. Even back when this series was, quote unquote relevant.
Yeah, looking at it from just that standpoint, production value and everything, it looks fantastic. I mean, there's a couple of scenes, a couple of the special effects that I thought kind of looked a little cheesy. There's like one scene where Keanu gets like blown up. It's like clear he's on like a green screen and he's just like waving his arms like he's getting blown up. And
I'm sure there are scenes in the original
Really?
Dude, the original is that,
dude,
like,
it's
perfect?
Yeah, man.
I'm not arguing.
It is, dude. I mean, it was doing cutting edge technology as far as like the visuals were concerned and the filmmaking was concerned, while still seeming very raw and I don't know, like not unpolished, but like gritty. Like I don't know how I don't know how else to explain it. All these other ones just seemed a little bit more smooth. Like the CGI and everything else became more of a focal point, or became more, let's see how much more we can push this boundary in this envelope with technology and CGI and so forth, but it just became kind of laughable in some senses.
I love that Keanu Reeves gave up all the money he made to this and his salary. He gave it to the effects people. Please tell me that's true.
Yeah,
When you fact check that, I read him saying that before, and his quote was something along the lines of, "I know it's not me who made these movies popular, so they deserve it, not me." Which totally seems in line with what Keanu Reeves is like and would do. I'm friends with him.
Hell yes.
Well, here's that scene where he gets blown up. Tell me what you think about that. Whoa. I mean, that looked a little, and then and this part here too, where Trinity's like yelling and she kind of like, ah, like, I don't know. Some of it looks a little, I don't know. I'm nervous.
As someone who is not that big of a fan, none of this looks out of line from what I associate with the other three.
And I don't even know why I'm saying I'm nervous. I mean, it's not like this is one of my favorite film franchises of all time. They clearly did an insane job with the first one, changed so many things, blew so many people away, really crapped the bed with the second and the third one. There's just, is this one going to be good? I guess it would be cool if it was, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be just so-so.
Yeah. Sure.
If they really double down on this and make it an indictment on how reliant we have all become on technology, that's why the first one I always thought was ahead of its time, because we are kind of living in our own matrix and our own bubbles and our own technology. So if this movie expands on that 20 years later to where we are now, what the first movie was kind of hinting at where we're going, I think it could be interesting. That scene with the cell phones in the elevator in the trailer gives me hope. This would not exist whatsoever if Keanu Reeves was not beloved on the internet.
John Wick ignited him.
John Wick and the internet love is the sole reason this was greenlit.
Everyone is just like back on the Keanu Reeves bandwagon, and rightly so. He's done some. I mean, John Wick was also another pretty like cool moment for him, and deservedly so. Set him back on fire again. And you're right. They wanted him back in this, just like they wanted him back in Bill and Ted. Just like they're trying to figure out what else can we sort of squeeze a little bit more out of now that he's a name again in a cool way and not like a laughable way. And I don't know, based on this trailer, like you were saying, like who is in this? Who are these people? It seems like the only reoccurring person is Trinity and Neo. Both of these characters that are returning both died at the end of the last one. So I feel like that makes this trailer very confusing as far as trying to figure out what this plot is. There's a lot of things that you can, hypothesize, like, are they really alive? Are they just computer program versions of themselves? Are they trapped or captured by, the Matrix overlords themselves and are just being like run through a program to try to figure out why Neo was a glitch in the first place? Or, what is this? Like, who's this Neil Patrick Harris? Is he all of a sudden going to become Agent Smith, like morph into the wonderful Hugo Weaving, who, again, isn't in this, which he should be. I don't know if they reached out to him. They didn't reach out to Larry. Lawrence Fishburne didn't even get a call. So it's like they've obviously have this different idea about what this story is, and it doesn't really have too much about bringing back old characters or rehashing old storylines. I think they're probably trying to do a fresh take, and this trailer gives you all the callbacks to original Matrix like imagery and stuff. Yeah.
Could you imagine if in the new Star Wars movies they didn't put Luke and Han and Leia and all this stuff? Like here they're saying, nope, no Agent Smith, no Morpheus. Like I'm intrigued by that. Like to me, Morpheus is pretty much synonymous with the Matrix.
Yes.
It's like when I think the Matrix, I think of Lawrence Fishburne and Keanu Reeves more than anything else.
Yeah.
So the fact that they didn't even ask him to come back, that could be a good sign. That could be a bold sign that, hey, shit, we're not just doing fan service, like you said. We have something to say and update the story on.
At any rate, I don't know what anyone else has seen this trailer, anyone else thought about it, any theories that you all may have in regards to what's going on in this trailer, what's going on with Neo. Is he alive? Is he dead? Is he not? What's what. And this movie is actually going to premiere not only in the theater, but also HBO Max simultaneously. And I don't know how people feel about that.
I know how Denis Villeneuve feels about it.
I mean, I'm excited to see Dune in the theater. This might be cool to see in the theater, but I might be fine. I'm just a little too concerned that this isn't going to be that great. It might be cool to just like watch it, a soft watch at home, a stream, instead of going and slapping down all that money to check it out in the theater. I don't know. But it's out December 22nd, HBO Max, and in theaters.